Oh, I wasn't expecting a box. Okay. Wonder what's in here. Oh, wow. All right.
A surprise package at the door will soon turn out to be an unexpected curse. Imagine, if you will, your obsession becoming your reality. What Tyler doesn't realize is that his collection will soon have another addition. This very box contains a gateway that will turn the collector into the collected, a gateway into the Twilight Zone.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Funko Pop unboxing video. Today we have a very special one. We have, finally, after years of wondering if Funko would do something like this, Pop is based on the Twilight Zone. Now, I've mentioned a couple times on the channel, as a kid, I used to watch reruns of the Twilight Zone on the Sci-Fi channel, actually, really late at night when I shouldn't have been awake. And man, I think this show was incredible. Like, seriously, even as a kid, I understood, man, this show was actually really cool. Every episode's different, there's always a twist ending. You got Rod Serling right here, the narrator, as he's called, who created the show, and I think wrote most of the episodes. I don't want to say he wrote every single episode, but I know he wrote a lot of it. And this guy's a genius, seriously. He's one of the greatest minds in writing ever. He wrote the original Planet of the Apes, which, of course, is iconic. Now, yeah, again, I love this. Seriously, as soon as they announced it, my jaw dropped. So we do get 3 pops here. Obviously, you had to do Rod Serling. That's just a no-brainer. Now, kind of a nitpick here. I feel like Funko could have did something a little better in terms of the variety. Now, if you're only going to do 3, why have 2 from the exact same episode? Now, obviously, Nightmare at 20,000 feet is the most iconic Twilight Zone episode of all time. I don't think that's really debatable. There are other ones, but this is definitely the most recognizable. And yeah, just a really cool, scary episode, for me, at least, when I was a kid. I've told this story a couple times on the channel, I think. I remember the first time I watched this episode, and it scared me to death. It was so eerie. The Gremlin, man, this is really creepy. Now, unfortunately, my box here is a little beat up, so that sucks. And the pop itself, the clamshell, as you can tell, he's kind of crooked there. So the clamshell's messed up, the box is messed up, whatever. But yeah, here we have Robert Wilson, the character played by William Shatner, which was always cool to me that these big-name actors used to do, appearances on TV shows. I mean, he's big from Star Trek, which is a TV show, obviously. Did this come before Star Trek? I don't really know. I gotta think about that. I gotta look that up. So, very, very cool. But again, to have 2 pops based from the same episode, I don't know. I think Funko's doing this as a test run to see if they sell well enough so they can do more. Which, of course, I'll definitely get all of them. I love this show. I haven't seen every episode or anything like that, but I have seen a good few, and to me, this is the greatest show of all time, just objectively speaking, because of how original it was, and, iconic it is, obviously, and the influence it's had on television going forward. Obviously, Black Mirror is a good example of, being inspired by the Twilight Zone. And they come with these little backdrop cards. That's really cool. I like that touch. So, of course, Rod Serling. Now, I'm a little disappointed they didn't give him a little cigarette, because if you've seen the show, he's always smoking a cigarette. He's got it in his hand as he's talking to the camera. Now, I feel like the reason they did that is because his estate probably didn't want that, because he did die at a very younger age. I think he was 50, maybe. He had been a very heavy smoker, and I think he had a heart attack. So, yeah, I get why they didn't do it, but it would have been cool if they put it there, sticking out of his hand, but whatever, I get it, it makes sense. So, very cool, though. This looks just like Rod Serling, it's very cool. This is probably my favorite one. Yeah, it is, out of the three. So, all right, now we got the Gremlin. Now, again, I'm not mad that they did two from the same episode, because this is my favorite episode. And the Gremlin is terrifying. Like, oh my god. Um, now, I do remember as a kid, too, like, when you see the bottom of his feet, they're obviously shoes. You know, you can see how flat they are. It's not really an animal's foot or whatever. It's a guy in a suit, obviously. But it was still terrifying, especially with his lips pressed against the window. Oh my god. So, very cool. The Gremlin. Let's get him out of the box. Take a closer look. All right. And fun fact, too, if you didn't know, Richard Donner actually directed this episode. Yeah. Superman director. Lethal Weapon director. That's crazy to me. So. Very cool. Yeah. See, the bottoms of his feet kind of had that flat look. You know, you could tell they were part of a costume. But it's okay. So, yeah, man. This guy was tearing the airplane wing apart. And then the twist ending of the episode. If you haven't seen the episode, you know, definitely watch it. There is a debate of if this guy's real or not, and you know, Twilight Zone likes to mess with the viewers. So, very, very cool. And now let's take a look at William Shatner here. And to me, the scariest thing about the Twilight Zone is the characters end up trapped in this reality. You know what I mean? There's no escape. You know, it's very scary when you think about it like that. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's get him out of here. Now the pop seems to be okay. I think the clamshell has seen better days, so let's get that out the way. And of course, he's got the window seat. Yeah, very cool. He's got his newspaper there. He's looking very anxious. And there's the Gremlin. You know, that's very cool. I like that they put that there. So, oh man, it would have been cool if they had like a see-through or something. I don't know. I mean, I get why they had to put a sticker there so you could see. But yeah, very, very cool. Look at that, the focus. Trademark 2024. And you can move the head if you'd like. If you want to have him looking, you know, staring darts at the Gremlin, you can. And then you got the airline seat there. So very cool. This is a very well done pop, I think. I like this. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's the Twilight Zone. That is the greatest show of all time. I don't know if other people really agree with me on that, but I think, objectively speaking, it really is. It inspired my favorite ride, also of all time, Tower of Terror. So yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for the show, and it's very special to me. So it's very cool to have these. Thank you, Funko. I appreciate you. I don't know if you watch my videos. I've done hundreds of your products, but this is a gift right here. I really love this. So please do more. I will buy all of them. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye.
It seems that these new additions to the collection came at a cost. What cost, you may ask? Permanent residency in the Twilight Zone.